right, get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, Nate Diaz, one of the biggest superstars in all of mixed martial arts. It's amazing to think where he could have taken his star power if he was in a regular cycle competing every 3 weeks.
Yes, if he fought as regularly as most guys, his star power would be even bigger. But Nate Diaz moves at his own pace. A phenomenal striker and a great jiu-jitsu tacticianer. You fall into Nate Diaz's guard, you will get submitted, as he's shown on a number of occasions. A fantastic fighter. Welcome back, Nate Diaz.
You're not going to out-cardio these Diaz brothers. You're not going to out-tough Nate Diaz. And once again, he is facing top competition here tonight. We'll see how it goes for Nate Diaz here in his UFC return. 209 stand-up Nate Diaz has graced the octagon. Diaz looks ready to fight. So here is Robbie Lawler, still going strong nearly 20 years after his UFC debut back in 2002. Lawler's reinvented himself a little bit down in South Florida. He believes he is in the best shape of his life in advance of this one tonight.
And by going down to South Florida and finding a new team, you saw a change in Robbie Lawler, which led to a UFC title reign that had masterful performances. The win over Carlos Condit was crazy. The win over Rory McDonald. The fight, the ability to withstand punishment and continue to press forward and hold on to that title showed you that Robbie Lawler was a different guy and was ready to reach all the potential that his coaches said day one.
And the beauty of Robbie Lawler, too, he is the consummate fan favorite. Without even having to open his mouth, he doesn't have to say anything.
He doesn't talk.
People love him for his fighting style, and we will see if he can make one more climb to welterweight gold and blue. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ruthless Robbie Lawler!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here is ruthless Robbie Lawler coming up on 40 professional fights. You don't want to get hit with that right hand. Left hand's no fun either, but this is a guy whose power you want to try to avoid at all costs. Perhaps we'll see if he tries to take him down here early. Lawler's hook shot blocked. That one was telegraphed. Good job by the defense. Nice straight right hand. All right, so 1 minute into this fight and not much to dissect in terms of action. You may need to go use the restroom.
I mean,
on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here.
Was able to get that one blocked.
Nate Diaz presses forward and lands here, DC. You know this is a pressure style and a pace that he can certainly keep up for 15 full minutes. Oh!
Oh, another one.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, big elbow.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch. because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the opening round. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Nice straight punch.
Keep your hands up, protect your face, keep moving.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Oh, a real nice shot to the head in the clinch there.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position. This guy cannot miss the head with his strikes.
Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
10 seconds now in round one. Round two straight ahead. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
You can't just shoot in on it. You gotta start.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Second round now. Robbie Lawler versus Nate Diaz. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous fight.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys going to kick and sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. Great job blocking that punch. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Diaz. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Diaz is going for the sub here. Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tight.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
All right, side control now. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Get that up, kick and stand.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Nicely done. Lawler's now dealing with a cheek cut. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. Good, solid strike on the ground.
Great defense by this fighter.
20 seconds left to go in round two. final seconds. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Back to the jab now. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurting bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Right hook to the head, blocked. Misses again.
He's got to start throwing down.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Oh, nice punch there in the clinch. Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. And blocks the shot there. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
To the overhand left, no good. All right, so 74 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. And landing with 38% accuracy that time.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Clipped him with the right hand there. Oh, lands another hook. 15 seconds to go. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the
I
stool.
mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Great defensive skills. He blocked that punch.
Get the elbow.
Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here. His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
And now a left. Big right hand.
He's mixing up his target. He's throwing kicks, he's throwing punches.
All right, so another nice strike by him there, and he continues to attack that.
What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Diaz gets the takedown now, so a nice level change after he had gotten stunned on the feet. And he's back up. Just misses with the left hook. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Just out of range with that uppercut. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
So holding on to him, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. All right, we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land a lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to get wide open.
Yeah, he hurt real bad. He's still hurt. Oh, you hurt again, bro.
15 seconds. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. So the round is over mercifully for his opponent. Multiple knockdowns there. Big, big round for Robbie Lawler.
We want to finish. So moving forward, we know this guy's a guy.
You ready to fight? You ready?
So here it is, folks. 5th and final round. This. And back to his feet.
Here we go. Let those hands go. Give me a few punches. Show him what you got. Show him what you got.
Beautiful jab lands. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Lawler's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. Well, one got through. That kick was blocked. Unable to land with that punch. Looked like that body kick got home. Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered. Oh!
Now we're going.
Oh! That'll do it! Robbie Lawler, as many style points as you could produce. Whoa!
Oh, my Lord.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ruthless Robbie.